Good morning, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and today I wanted to start off by showing you some happy mail that I received and something that I found at the Dollarama yesterday, which was Studio Super Glue sticks. 2 times stronger. I'm not sure what it's stronger than. Probably the regular Studio Glue, which is not that good. But it is acid-free and washable. Those are the things I really look for, non-toxic. Compared to regular Studio Glue sticks. And it's a 20 gram or 0.7 ounce. These ones that I buy are 40 gram, 1.4 ounce. These are going for $2.75 these days, and these were $1.75. So actually I didn't make that great of a buy, because these were actually, 2 of them would be $3.50. And this is only $2.75. So I probably should have stuck with this, but I was intrigued by the super part. I have purchased them before and haven't had a problem with them, so I picked up a bunch while I was there. I was out of town, and so I kind of got caught up in the frenzy of not being able to find them again, I guess. But I will add them to my stash, and I will never have to worry about running out of glue sticks for a while. So that was a good find, although not as good a buy as I thought at the moment, because I didn't do my math. I usually pull out my phone and do the math, but they looked big. I didn't read the label to see how many grams was in it, so it's half as much glue as is in this one. So read your labels, do your math, all that stuff. And then there's the happy mail, and this was sent to me by Tony Trujillo in Spokane, Washington. We've traded back and forth a couple of times. Just wanted to show you just what it does cost to send. This isn't a very large package. So it's 9 1/4 by 11, and it's not an inch thick. Soft-sided envelope, and it cost her $17.85 US to send this. So that would be over $20 for me if you translate the money. So when you get to the point where you're almost 20 bucks, you might as well send a prepaid box and send more stuff if it's all free stuff that you're sending. So within Canada, I can do that to my friends in out west and down east. But to the States, you don't have much choice but to pay the price until they come up with a one price box to anywhere in the States. I mean, and I would even understand if it was more expensive to Hawaii and Alaska, because there's considerable extra shipping involved to those places. But I really think they should come up with something like that. Just gonna plug my phone in here so it doesn't die on me. So this is what Tony sent me. There's a little memories ribbon with, I think it's a snap. Yeah, it is. It's a snap. So that might be really interesting to try to figure out a way to use that. And then we've got a couple of strips of bling, some pearls and some clear plastic rhinestones. A purple postage stamp, Helvetia. Oh, that's interesting. I've got to use that on my West Virginia things. The one family, I'm sure this isn't the same place, this is probably somewhere in Europe, but the Barnhouse clan that I'm related to down in West Virginia, part of the family, Danny, Wayne, and Jay, and Brad, and Jack and Ilner, had a cabin that they took us to in Helvetia, West Virginia. So I'll have to include that on one of their cards. And there's a little paper button. Looks like it's made out of boxboard or something. Probably put through a die cut machine. We got some little ladies with flowers. This one looks like it's a sticker. So does she. So those might be fun to use for more modern journaling cards. Some of the kids maybe. And then some butterflies, embossed paper. I love embossed papers. And then this looks like it's a little pocket that you just fold the flaps in and glue them down. That's really pretty. Little pretty pocket. And then a little die cut page edger. Love is a precious gift. That looks like a die cut as well. And this is something I've been meaning to do, is get my die cut machine out. Maybe today. I've got the whole day today. An old photograph. Oh, what does it say? Exciting. George, Fred, Mary, Chuck. During Apple Blossoms Day, Queen's something. Oh, float. Queen's float in back of them. So it was a parade. That's cool. And it's got that rippled edge around the outside. I can use this as an example for how to cut my old photos that I'm reprinting. So there's a wider band and then like a crease line. I don't know if you can see that. There's a slight crease line about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge of the picture. You can see it on the back too. That's cool. Thank you. And then another die cut tag. That's an interesting top. I like that. Kind of makes me think you could almost do that with a large or a circle punch and just do a quarter circle and then add the round part with hole protectors. I'd have to try replicating that. I mean, I know it's a die and that would be the easier way to do it, but I'm all about learning how to make something too. And then some stickers of phrases, good ones. And then a tiny little file folder. That's so cute. I love stuff like that. And then a couple of white paper doilies, heart-shaped. A popcorn box. That'd be fun to play with. And then some more of those paper buttons. A bunch more of those. Some navy blue. What are these? Oh, these are envelopes. Nice. Oh, and they're vellum. You don't notice that until you can kind of see that they're see-through. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but they're see-through. They're vellum. Beautiful. Love vellum. Always kind of been intrigued by it for some reason. And here's some, looks like she might have made this. Looks like it's 2 separate pieces of paper and then it's been stamped, maybe a masterboard that she then stamped on and cut them out. That's cool. And then a few pages of good things are happening. Choose to feel happy today. And it's like a day timer or a journal, sort of bullet journal, I guess. That's kind of neat. Some stickers, some flower stickers. Those are really pretty. Those frustrating ones. And then I like this better, the cardstock flowers. One that I can color in. And some ferns or leafy sticker. Another Espana green stamp. And then some more, I think these are stickers. Yeah, they're stickers. I'll put those with that. And some green bling. A whale tail tab. I've got a bunch of those up on top of my little cabinet here. Some more buttons. Those are fun. It does look like she used packaging. And some more vellum with some words on it. Nice little, I think it's kind of like a poem. And then a large red rectangular doily. Don't see those very often. See white ones sometimes, but I don't usually see. They're probably from Christmas time or Valentine's. Put those together, they'll go in my drawer for that. Let's see what else this little stuff is. Memories and love. And then this is another one of those tickets. This one feels like it's all one piece, maybe out of a piece of printed cardstock or something. And then this one's a homemade one. You are enough. That's nice with the black and white. and then a die cut punched circle. I don't have one that size. And then a little calendar page, cardstock. Another little handmade tag or ticket. It's a book page on it. And a little page, another flower sticker. That's really pretty. And there's another one of those tags. This one has a little pocket on the front. That's neat. Oh, and then this is a little cluster. Some colored inking on the background. That's nice. And then a few strips of, it looks like it's a cardstock, maybe from a scrapbook pad or something, but you could certainly use those strips. Oh, another cluster. And a black and white rose cutout. That looks like maybe it was fussy cut, maybe die cut. It's hard to tell. But that's really cute with the button. Oh, and she's used the button upside down so that you see the brown part instead of the packaging label part. Clever. Butterfly. I like that little iridescent stuff in behind there. Those are really pretty. And there's another little die cut flower thing. And then what's in here? We've got a butterfly die cut. Ooh. This looks like a signature. So we've got purple cover stock. This is exciting. Let's find the middle. There's a couple more little things loose in here. Another whale tail tab and another fern. So the center of the signature is a plain white page. And then we have purple and pink. Looks like this is a painted page from an encyclopedia or something. Actually, it looks like something with from the Bible. It's maybe a book about religion. I'm trying to find, there's no title on the top of the page, but it's talking about Genesis. And then there's a little picture, Abraham and the Battle of the Kings. And then a blue envelope. And then another white page. And then a, what do you call it? A lined paper page that's painted green, and it would be out of a, I can never think of the names of those books. Oh, that's terrible. Composition notebook. Another white page. Painted page. Composition notebook page. Another envelope. Another white page. Those white pages are just begging to be inked, aren't they? And then another painty page, it looks like. Painty or inky. Crumpled. Very interesting. I'm wondering how she got that effect. And then another white page. And I really like this one. So this looks like a page out of a coloring book maybe, that she's coffee dyed and used a stencil on it, like the one of the placemats or something. That'll look nice, and it's textured. Very textured. You can feel the imprint of the stencil. So she probably let it dry with the stencil touching the paper to make it have that sort of embossed feel. Very cool. And there's one more whale tail tab. So there was no note with this. I'm just gonna check my messages. I'm wondering if I was supposed to send her Tony. We've been trading Happy Mail. She sent me fabric. She's from the Happy Mail movement. So it could just be a random act of kindness. She might have watched one of my videos where I said if you want to trade signatures, we could, because I did that with Wanda. I sent her a signature and we each used the same signature to make a book. So that could be what that's about. And I would probably use this dark blue with this mauve. So she sent me a really good selection of things. So thank you very much, Tony. And I will be in touch to chat with you about if you had some specific plans for our trade, or if it was just a random act of kindness. That's fine too. I love those. But I will definitely be sending you something back. That's just how I roll. So if you like to see Happy Mail and dollar store finds and thrift store finds, do subscribe. We do that quite frequently, as well as a lot of different types of crafting, mostly paper. But my next craft is going to be with some silk flowers and rhinestones. So tune in for that if you're interested. But thanks for joining me today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.